Let's do some other stories now. The Food and Drugs Authority has issued an urgent recall for alcoholic beverage Grand Chateau Sangria Fort.
The bottle of wine sitting in your kitchen right now has no ingredient list on the label, no nutritional information, no chemical disclosure, no warning. By federal law, U.S. wine producers are not required to tell you what is inside the bottle beyond the alcohol percentage, and even that is allowed to be off by 1.5%. In 2026, independent laboratory testing has found inorganic arsenic in popular wine brands at levels up to 5 times the EPA's maximum limit for drinking water.
Glyphosate, the probable human carcinogen manufactured by Bayer AG, which has paid over $10 billion to cancer patients, has been detected in 19 out of 20 popular wine brands tested. And the most consumed wine brand in America uses an additive called Mega Purple, 68% sugar concentrate, to make cheap, low-quality grapes look and taste like something worth drinking. None of this appears on any label. Go pick up that bottle right now and look. You will find none of it. By the end of this video, you will know which 5 wine brands are carrying arsenic, glyphosate, artificial color additives, and undisclosed chemicals into your glass, what each of those substances does inside your body, and the 3 brands that lab test their products and put the results in public view. Stay until brand number 4. Because the wine that 26 million American households pour at dinner every week has a chemical fingerprint that the company has never disclosed on a single label. Number 1. Franzia White Grenache and White Zinfandel. Independent laboratory testing conducted by Beverage Grades, a Denver-based testing company whose results were confirmed by 2 additional independent labs, found that Franzia White Grenache contained inorganic arsenic at 5 times the maximum level the EPA allows in drinking water. 5 times. The EPA's limit for arsenic in water is 10 parts per billion, a threshold set specifically because chronic arsenic exposure causes skin cancer, lung cancer, liver cancer, bladder cancer, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Inorganic arsenic is the more toxic form of the element. Scientists describe it as hundreds of times more harmful than organic arsenic. It accumulates in the body over time. It does not clear quickly. Daily wine drinkers who pour Franzia every evening are not experiencing a one-time exposure. They are experiencing chronic, cumulative exposure to a carcinogen, and the box gives them no warning, no disclosure, and no indication that any of this was ever tested. The box on the counter. The wine that lasts for weeks, poured from a tap without a second thought. Franzia became the best-selling wine in America not through luxury, but through convenience and volume. Behind it stands The Wine Group, based in San Francisco, California, one of the largest producers in the country. In 2015, Franzia was named in a class action lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court, alleging long-standing awareness of arsenic levels. The case was dismissed due to lack of proven injury, not because the findings were disproven. The questions remained. The box never left shelves. Number 2. Sutter Home White Zinfandel and Varietal Range. U.S. PIRG, United States Public Interest Research Group, tested major wine brands and found Sutter Home Merlot contained the highest glyphosate level in their study, 51 parts per billion. Glyphosate, the key ingredient in Roundup, has been at the center of global controversy. Bayer AG, which acquired Monsanto, has faced over 61,000 lawsuits and paid billions in settlements related to cancer claims. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies glyphosate as a probable human carcinogen, while the U.S. Supreme Court continues to weigh legal questions around liability. Sutter Home was also named in the 2015 arsenic class action lawsuit, where testing identified elevated arsenic levels across multiple varieties. The brand is owned by Trinchero Family Estates, based in St. Helena, California, a major player in the U.S. wine market. For decades,
Sutter Home White Zinfandel has symbolized accessible, everyday wine. But behind that familiar image, independent lab findings have raised questions the label has never answered.
Number 3. Beringer White Merlot, White Zinfandel, and Moscato.
But this is where the story takes a sharper turn. Beringer Vineyards is not positioned as bargain bin wine. Founded in 1876 in Napa Valley, it leans heavily on heritage, on the quiet belief that longevity signals quality. That legacy carries weight. It places the brand comfortably above boxed wines like Franzia, yet still within reach of the everyday buyer. The price suggests something better. The label reinforces it. The perception is carefully built. But perception is not composition. Testing shifts the narrative. Independent analysis by Beverage Grades reported detectable arsenic levels in multiple Beringer bottles, including White Merlot 2011, White Zinfandel 2011, Red Moscato, and Refreshingly Sweet Moscato. The brand was also listed among defendants in a Los Angeles class action lawsuit centered on arsenic content in wine. In a separate investigation, the U.S. Public Interest Research Group identified glyphosate residues in Beringer Estates Moscato. 2 contaminants, 2 independent investigations, 1 consistent pattern. What is presented and what is measured are not always the same. Owned by Treasury Wine Estates, a multinational corporation, Beringer continues to trade on image, a label rooted in history, crafted to signal trust. But that label offers little transparency about sourcing, processing, or chemical residues. And for a brand built on legacy, what remains unspoken matters just as much as what is proudly displayed. Number 4. Barefoot Wine. This is the bottle in millions of American homes. Barefoot Wine is the most purchased wine brand in the United States by volume. The bright label, the footprint logo, the default choice at casual dinners because it is cheap, familiar, and everywhere. It is owned by E&J Gallo Winery, the largest wine producer in the world. With that scale comes near total control over sourcing and production, and the ability to test and disclose far more than they do. Barefoot uses animal-derived fining agents like isinglass, gelatin, and casein to process wine at industrial speed. None of this appears on the label. Independent testing by the U.S. Public Interest Research Group detected glyphosate in Barefoot Cabernet Sauvignon. Beyond that, the system relies on additives like Mega Purple, a concentrated grape product used to deepen color and mask inconsistency. It is legal, it is common, and it is never disclosed on the bottle you trust. Number 5. Ménage à Trois Moscato and Red Blend. Ménage à Trois built its brand on a provocative name and an approachable price point, designed to communicate that the wine is a step above the cheapest shelf while remaining firmly in the impulse purchase category. Beverage Grades found Ménage à Trois Moscato contained inorganic arsenic at 4 times the EPA's maximum allowable limit for drinking water. It was named in the 2015 California class action alongside Franzia, Sutter Home, and Beringer as a brand the plaintiffs alleged had long known about elevated heavy metal levels. Ménage à Trois is produced by Trinchero Family Estates, the same St. Helena corporation that owns Sutter Home. 2 brands, 1 parent company, the same absence of public testing data, the same labels that tell you the varietal, the vintage, and the corporate heritage, and nothing about what the laboratory found. Safe Pick 1. Dry Farm Wines. Here's what the wine industry looks like when a company decides that transparency is the product. Dry Farm Wines, founded by Todd White and headquartered in Napa, California, curates exclusively from small European family farms that practice organic or biodynamic farming. Every wine in the Dry Farm portfolio is lab tested before it reaches a subscriber. The testing covers sugar content. All dry farm wines are verified statistically sugar-free. Sulfite levels, which are confirmed below 75 parts per million, and additive profiles. No megapurple, no artificial color, no fining agents, no industrial additives. The results of those tests are the basis on which the wine is accepted or rejected. This is not a marketing claim. It is a documented process applied to every bottle, from every vintage, from every farm in the portfolio. Open a dry farm bottle and pour a glass. The color is what the grape actually produced, not what a concentrate was added to simulate. The taste is varietal and regional, actual terroir from dry-farmed European vineyards where the vine's root system reaches deep into mineral-rich soil because there is no irrigation doing the work for it. Dry farm wines ships directly to your door across the U.S. and costs less per bottle than a premium supermarket wine. The difference is that someone actually tested what is inside it before selling it to you. Safe Pick 2. Frey Vineyards Organic Wine. The second safe brand is the oldest certified organic winery in the United States. Frey Vineyards, founded in Redwood Valley, California in 1980 by the Frey family, has operated under USDA certified organic and biodynamic farming principles for over 40 years. No synthetic pesticides, no synthetic herbicides, no added sulfites. Frey produces some of the only commercially available wines in America with no sulfites added at any stage. No artificial colors, no megapurple, no undisclosed fining agents. The ingredient list is grapes, fermentation, and time. Mamavation independently sent Frey Vineyard wines to an EPA-certified laboratory, and the results returned non-detect for glyphosate down to the lowest standard detection level. That result, non-detect, is the answer to the US PIRG finding of glyphosate in 19 out of 20 popular wine brands, not a lower number, non-detect. It directly challenges the assumption that contamination is unavoidable in modern wine production and shows that clean sourcing is still possible when farming practices are controlled from the ground up. Frey is available at Whole Foods Market, Sprouts Farmers Market, independent natural grocers, and online. A bottle costs between $10 and $18. It costs less than Behringer at most supermarkets. The difference is 40 years of documented organic farming, strict production standards, and a laboratory result that says nothing harmful was found. Safe Pick 3. Avivo Wines, Certified Biodynamic. The third safe brand addresses the glyphosate drift problem that even organic certification cannot fully solve. Avivo Wines holds certification from the Detox Project, an independent third-party organization that certifies products as glyphosate residue-free at below 10 parts per billion detection levels. This is the certification that goes beyond organic farming practice and into verified batch testing. Avivo is also certified biodynamic under Demeter standards, the highest agricultural certification available for wine, requiring a fully self-sustaining farm ecosystem with no synthetic inputs of any kind. Biodynamic farming produces grapes with documented higher polyphenol content, higher resveratrol levels, and measurably richer soil health than conventional viticulture. The bottle hasn't changed, but what you know about it has. That quiet gap between what's tested and what's labeled is where real questions begin. The next time you pour a glass, it won't just be habit, it will be awareness. If this opened your eyes, hit like so more people see what's really behind these labels. Share this with someone who enjoys wine every week without ever questioning it. And subscribe because what we uncover next about everyday products will go even deeper. Thanks for watching.